RLC has been at the very heart of every operation conducted and on standby.
It's the people, veterans and service
Each and every one of you doing your best for the United Kingdom.
Looking back to the beginning of the year, no one could have predicted the events that we've seen in 2020. The COVID pandemic has given us all unprecedented challenges and has affected everything we do. Since the first units deployed on Operating Script back in March, I've been continually impressed with how you, the soldiers and officers of the Corps, have responded to the demands that you've been faced with. We've had to adapt quickly to find new ways to do our business, and you've shown resilience, agility, and professionalism. Your contribution has made a real difference to the Army, Defence, and to the nation. You epitomise the vision that lies at the heart of the Corps strategy, and that we are world-class, innovative, and adaptable. Over the past few months, the Corps, both regulars and reserves, have been heavily involved in the mammoth effort to supply and distribute PPE across the UK, integrating with the NHS and providing critical logistic planning expertise. To recognise your efforts, our Colonel-in-Chief, Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal, has visited several units involved in the COVID-19 response. There have been too many individual successes to mention, but I've been reminded time and time again that our people are our greatest asset and that our skills as professional logisticians are paramount. You should all be proud of your achievements this year. Looking forward, we can be certain our skills will continue to be in demand, with the Corps at the forefront of the ongoing military support to mass testing and the vaccination task force. Although the focus has been on the COVID response in the UK, our units, detachments and individuals continue to be heavily committed to operations and exercises at home and overseas. This year, 104 Brigade deployed on Exercise Defender, supporting the largest planned movement of US forces across Europe since the Cold War. 27 Regiment deployed to Cyprus on Op Tosca, and soldiers from 13 Air Assault Support Regiment were involved in Op Solidarity in Ukraine. This operation saw the largest parachute drop in decades. 11 EOD and Search Regiment remain committed 24/7 with more than 200 personnel at 10 minutes notice to move. And 6 Regiment have been successfully completing public duties representing the Corps superbly. Much of what we have done this year has been achieved remotely, and while this has presented challenges, in some way it feels like we are more connected than ever before. We must continue to exploit these lessons, and I need you to remain engaged with RHQ to enable us to drive the Corps forward into the new year. The Corps strategy, with the 4 objectives of people, technology, integration and communication, remains the roadmap for the Corps' future. We must continue to make it a whole Corps approach. It is as much about your strategy as it is the RHQ's. Communication is key, and this year we have worked hard to better connect with you through social media, Defence Connect and our monthly down reps, and of course the Sustainer, which will continue to evolve. To reach as many of you as possible, we will be holding a Corps level cross brief, streamed online, allowing us to share best practice across the Corps. Earlier this year, RHQ the RLC moved to our new home. While we've not been able to hold our usual Corps events, our identity has been established at Worthy Down. We look forward to opening the state-of-the-art RLC Museum in May and welcoming you all to the home of the Corps. It is impossible to predict what 2021 will hold. What is certain though is that the future looks bright for the Corps. Our skills as professional logisticians are in high demand, and the Army and Defence will continue to depend on us. As always, we cannot achieve without the support of our loved ones and families. They have had to cope with many additional pressures this year, with lockdown, homeschooling, the financial impact and the toll on mental health. A huge thank you from the Corps for the support that you give us. Wherever you are over Christmas, whether you're on duty or at home with loved ones, may I wish you all a wonderful festive period and a happy and prosperous new year.